This might end up a little awkward, but everybody, welcome back to the garage. I'm wearing my Tony Angelo shirt there. He's one of the smarter folks on the internet that use Subtastics, my punk band, as music. You heard them hopefully a minute ago in the intro, and if you watch the Colin Furze channel, you've heard us there too. But anyway, it's not about the cool shirt. We're into silly season, off season, whatever you want to call it, so we gotta work on this thing here. So let me show you what we're up to. Last time I made a video like this, I titled it OnlyFans, and I guess we know how YouTube now feels about that because you guys probably haven't seen that video. They pretty much buried it. But we're back into cooling fans, so let's take a look at the car real fast. If you watched that previous video, you saw where I installed this radiator, fan shroud, and fans from Speedway Motors. All good pieces, not commenting to the quality, but those fans, if you buy them separately outside of the kit, are $30 fans. They move 750 roughly CFM each. And I think if you have a street car, they'll probably work just fine. When we were racing in Lincoln, these could not move enough air to get the car cooled down fast enough between runs. So we had to run them for a long, long time. Now, part of that is the fan for sure. Part of it is that I haven't done ducting on the front of the radiator, and if you look at the front of the car, it can't breathe from the front, it has to breathe from underneath. So sure, I'm partially to blame there, but we can make some improvements. And that's what brings us to these fans. So these are 12-inch Spall fans. I paid full boat for them because I have like 277 subscribers, so I'm not getting sponsored. But the difference is where those fans over there flowed 750 CFM each. These flow 1400 each, and we have two of them. So they're 12-inch fans, should be an easy swap out. We're gonna do that in just a sec, but before I get to that, I have to admit to some stupidity. So as some of you may be aware, I've had charging issues with this car for a long time. It goes back to our dyno videos. It kind of doesn't seem like whatever I do, I can't seem to get the car to charge properly. And when we were at Nationals and we were running these fans really hard, I was seeing major voltage drop. I think on my last run, I saw 10.9 volts before the car left. And this is a fuel injected car. So the MSD box, everything else, they're not happy. Odds are we were leaving some power on the table. But I could never figure out what my issue was until I figured it out. Well, till Larry figured it out. This is the battery cutoff switch that I got from Quick Car, and I want to flip it over and show you. So this has 4 terminals in the back, 2 big lugs, 2 small lugs. And I thought I read the instructions correctly, and I hooked the alternator, which is a 1-wire Denso unit, up to one of the small ones here, because that's what it looked like in the diagram. Well, that immediately burned out the switch. It meant the alternator was never connected to the battery, and the alternator was never charging. So on the broken switch, let me get to that. So it's a little dark and a little messy, but here is the currently broken switch. All I did was switch that alternator lead to the top large post, which is at the top of the screen here, and I had 14.3 volts at idle. So the long story short is, well, I don't want to call myself an idiot, but it's one of those, like, once you know, you should have done it better. So probably cost myself some power, chased some problems, maybe ate an alternator or two, but now it's solved. So before I do the fans, let's get the new switch in. Well, guess what I didn't bother to film, but there it is, new switch, works. Click it, turns on, throw it off, it shuts off the car. It does what it's supposed to do. So let's get back to the fan install. All right, so I wanted to show you guys my super scientific method for demonstrating the power of the fan. So I've made little streamers here out of some caution tape, and let's see what happens. So this is the, these are the Speedway fans. Let's swap them out. So my universal drop-in bolt-on parts don't bolt on. Savvy viewers may notice that this hole is now larger than that hole. And that's because the fans, even though they're both 12-inch, are a little bit bigger with the spalls. So we opened it up a little bit. And the mounting might be a little different. I'm waiting on a mounting kit to show up, but I may end up doing it a different way. I guess we'll see when the parts show up. All right, slight change of plan. I got impatient, and I kind of just thought that like these really weren't going to work with the new brackets, but Spall put little holes all the way, so I just put new rib nuts in, bolted it up, swapped out the connectors for my weather packs, and let's get this in, see what it does. All right, new Spall fans are in, my streamers are on. Let's give it a test. Yeah, I can feel that air back here. That is a significant difference. Awesome, job done. Hi guys. All right, so this is actually me closing up the video that I've been working on. In the meantime, I broke a bunch of shit on the car, and I'll talk about that next time. But Larry's over here. There's Larry. He's doing some things on the car. I'll show you that in a sec. And then Mikey's over here. He's doing some things with Boo. Some sick tank-to-tank action there. So yeah. Check in next time when I'm going to be fixing brakes. Bye.
Hard to tell where the center of it is anymore.